From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Tuesday, April 18th, 2017. Silver is trading at $18.42 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,285 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 2.2 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $1,211. Antiwar.com reports following up on a January memo from President Trump on ensuring that the U.S. military arsenal is ready and appropriate for 21st century use. The Pentagon announced on Monday that they are beginning a nuclear posture review and expect to have a final report by the end of the year. The review is the first of its kind since 2010 and is widely expected to end with the conclusion that the U.S. needs to spend dramatically more on nuclear weapons, something that the military has been pushing for many years as a way of kickstarting a modernization campaign that would cost in excess of $1 trillion. The timing of the review's start is noteworthy, however, coming amid growing concern of the U.S. being poised to launch an all-out war against North Korea, a war which could easily end up having a nuclear component to it. The announcement appears particularly aimed at the North Korea situation since STRATCOM head General John Hyten claimed that the review has already started weeks ago in testimony to the Senate, and the Pentagon is now insisting that that was not the real start, but rather the current announcement marks the true beginning of the review.
For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co.
UPI reports the leaders of a constitutional drive to break the state of California away from the United States, making it a standalone country, shelved the efforts on Monday, at least temporarily. The authors of a ballot initiative called Yes California said Monday that they were suspending the effort after months of media exposure and various criticisms about the notion. Marcus Ruiz Evans, the official author of the movement, sent an email to California Secretary of State on Monday asking to withdraw the initiative, which could have gotten on the state's ballot in November 2018. Evans and Yes California President Louise Marinelli were working to gather enough signatures to get it on the ballot. Marinelli wrote in an email to supporters, "For me today, my ballot initiative petition drive came to an end. The work goes on, the cause endures, the hope still lives, and our dreams shall never die." Evans, who resigned as vice president of Yes California this week, and Marinelli got behind the effort last fall in response to President Donald Trump's surprise electoral victory. Evans said in an email to the LA Times, "The biggest obstacle to Calexit is having a professional grassroots administration. Though the effort was suspended on Monday, supporters say it's not dead." Evans said he plans to join another group, California Freedom Coalition, to continue his push for secession. That group hopes to file a new proposal by May 1st. If proponents resume the effort and get the issue on the ballot and voters back it, a special election would be held in March 2019 to ask Californians to approve or reject secession from the United States.
In 2115 New England, there are no borders, no states, and no regulations, yet never has a more peaceful and prosperous place existed. But Mr. Drake's security company has seen better days. Faced with the prospect of waning power, Mr. Drake intends to replace the anarchy of New England with a government. Anarchy in New England by Joe Jarvis is available from Amazon.com and all major bookstores.
Reuters reports Arkansas Supreme Court halted 2 executions hour before they were scheduled to take place on Monday, while a federal appeals court removed a decision that blocked the state's original plan to execute 8 prisoners in an 11-day period. The decision by the 8th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in St. Louis did not pertain to an Arkansas State Supreme Court decision, which meant the state did not have the authority to execute Don Davis and Bruce Ward on Monday evening, according to the Arkansas Attorney General's office. In a 4-3 decision, Arkansas Supreme Court stayed the execution of the 2, who had each spent more than 20 years on death row. The lawyers had raised questions about their mental competency. A separate decision by the 8th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in St. Louis vacated a decision made over the weekend by a federal judge that halted all 8 executions. The next executions are scheduled for Thursday. Arkansas said it would go ahead with its plans to execute the remaining 6 inmates through dual executions on Thursday, April 24th and April 27th. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.